Hi neighbors, welcome to my channel. My name is Jerry Ellen and this is Cooking with Neighbors. Thank you for stopping by my little kitchen today. I hope that you're going to love this recipe as much as my husband and I love this recipe. It's a pasta dish and it's phenomenal. No joke. I'm not just saying that. It is phenomenal. So in a ramekin, I put 6 cloves of garlic. I coated them with olive oil, and I'm going to roast them along with some beautiful vegetables on my sheet pan. I like doing the garlic like that. It comes out really good. So I put some olive oil on my sheet pan, sprinkled a little bit of salt, and now I'm going to cut up an eggplant. After I cut the ends off, I'm going to cut it up kind of thickish for roasting. My oven is preheating to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, as you notice, I am doing a voiceover. This video and another one that I have coming out are going to be voiceovers. But going forward, I'm going to not do as many voiceovers. I just want to get in the kitchen, turn the camera on, put the mic on, and enjoy your company. I'm enjoying it now, don't get me wrong, except for I think that a lot of you prefer not to have the voiceovers. That's what the feedback I was been getting in the past. So anyway, introduce yourselves if I haven't heard from you before. Or even if I had heard from you before, just comment down the comment section. Just a little comment, introduce yourselves or say hello. And if you don't really have much to say, just put a little heart in the comment. Help boost the algorithm for me a little bit. I am going to pour all my efforts, like you wouldn't believe, into this channel. I am overwhelmed by the support and the love that I get here. You guys are wonderful. You truly, truly are. I was looking at my analytics these past weeks, and the new subscribers coming over, the repeat viewers that are here, and people that just watch people watch several different types of videos on my channel, and I can't thank you enough. You don't know how much it warms my heart. I did have another channel. I'm saying the word did because I'm not going to be doing it anymore, because I do want to just put all my efforts into Cooking with Neighbors. My son and I started this channel together, and I don't want to leave it. I just want to grow it. I want to do better and bring lots of beautiful content, beautiful dishes, shopping, groceries, recipes, anyway, it's what I love to do. Stop rambling. Jerry the Rambler. Okay, on the pan, I cut up my eggplant, I cut up zucchini, I'm cutting up tomato. You can add bell peppers to this dish if you want. Now, all the time when I'm making this, I make it with eggplant and tomato. And the other vegetables that I put on the dish vary. I put on, zucchini like I sliced up here. I put peppers like red bell pepper. I just roast up the red bell peppers and whatnot. Or if you have them jarred, you can put them into the sauce later on. But I like to cut them kind of thick. And I put them in my oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. I put oil on my sheet pan and a little bit of salt. That's what I like to do. Then I lay all the vegetables on it. Then I turn them over. And then I do a little bit more oil and a little bit more salt and pepper. Okay? And this dish is creamy and easy. You get your water boiling with some salt in it. Don't over salt it though, because you are going to use a little bit of the pasta water in the sauce and you don't want it to be too salty. So just like salt your water, but just try not to overdo it. Then when it comes to a boil, I am putting in rigatoni. I'm showing you the bag here because it's quite large, and you can use different pasta if you want. When I make this, I make it with this here. My family loves it. Ooh. Just pop it in for a second. See that great big bag of pasta that I showed you? I didn't use that all, okay? Use 2 to 3 cups, okay? So like this recipe is good for 450 grams of pasta or a pound, okay? but I didn't tell you that. Okay, let's get back to the video. This. Uh, I make it more often now for just my husband and I, of course, because we're empty nesters. My son Casey just got married in July. I don't know if I told you all that. But yeah, Casey just got married to the love of his life. They're just a wonderful couple, and I'm so happy. So anyway, let's get on with the recipe. I got a half a block of cream cheese. I'll put the amounts on the screen. And I got a tub of ricotta cheese. I love ricotta cheese. I was going to try to skimp on the ricotta a little bit in the recipe. I used the whole tub, but I was going to save a little bit for a pizza that I wanted to make. But then I said, no, don't do that, Jerry. Make it the way you make it. So I'm going to put that in the blender, or you can use a hand mixer. Or if you want, you can even just use a whisk and really go at her, because you want this to be smooth and creamy. You can buy smooth ricotta. It's a little bit more money, and I figured, well, I'm not doing that because I'm blending it up anyway. But if you want, you can put smooth ricotta in there. I have a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. I'm putting a half a cup in there, and I saved a half a cup for later. And put 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning and 2 teaspoons of oregano in there. Okay, I forgot to show myself putting it in, so that's why I'm waving the spices at you, so I wouldn't forget to tell you what I did. Now I'm going to put at least a cup of pasta water in there. The sauce comes out very milky at first, but you're going to put it in the oven, and those penne pasta noodles, they absorb a bit of the sauce, and then the sauce thickens too in the oven. This is great for, you can triple, quadruple, whatever you say, like multiply this numerously if you're having a crowd, and everybody's going to love it. You can you can have it with some grilled chicken if you want. We're just having just the pasta dish itself. It's very filling anyway, but if you can have it with roast chicken or something. Also, what you could put in this sauce at the end, just when I'm putting it on at the end, if you want it, you could add washed cut spinach if you wanted to up the amount of nutrition in the dish. So I took my vegetables out of the oven. I oiled a casserole dish. It's a 9 by 13 inch casserole dish, and I'm really blending up my sauce really well. And this is fresh basil from my garden. Oh my gosh, the fresh basil. Oh, it really, really, really adds a lot to this dish. So if you don't have fresh, use a few teaspoons of dried basil. But yeah, if you can, get your hands on some fresh basil. thebomb.com in this pasta dish, okay? So I'm just scraping off as much of the sauce from the blade as possible, because who wants to miss out on deliciousness? Not me. Add this to the bowl, and I'm going to get a bit more pasta water to rinse out my blender thingy, and add that. I try to scrape down the sides pretty well. Add that and strain off your al dente pasta, because you want it to kind of have a little bit of a bite left to it, a little bit of a chew, because it is going to finish cooking in the oven. Okay, I'm mixing this through the sauce, and I'm cutting up all the roasted vegetables that I had. My hands are clean. I don't use nasty hands on stuff. You know what I mean? My hands are clean. Just so you all know. Okay. So I'm just going to cut this all up. In the meantime, how is your summer going? I hope wherever you are that you're doing well. Canada has had a lot of wildfires, and a lot of people right now are, it's just sad. They lost their homes, their like so much. So my heart goes out to everyone, that's dealing with that, and in other countries as well. Like, there's fires going on, and hopefully everybody is doing well and being safe. So after I cut up all the vegetables and mixed it through with the pasta, I poured it into my casserole dish, and the other half cup of Parmesan cheese, I put it over the top, and I'm throwing this into the oven until everything is nice and bubbly and hot and delicious. And look at it. Like, if you could go through the screen, tell me right now, would you not grab some of that for yourselves? Like, if you could. It is really, really good. And if you have leftovers, the next day you might have to add a little bit of milk when you're heating it up, because the pasta sauce will get into the pasta itself a bit more in the refrigerator. So you might want to add a bit of milk or a little bit of water to heat it up the next day if you have leftovers. But you may not, because it's still good. I could sit here and eat the whole pan. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Peace, love, God bless. Come back again, please.